Hi, I'm Peggy Brown. I'm the owner of Generation Senior Moving, and I am here at the Overture, and we're talking about all things decluttering. And now we're going to talk about one of the most challenging areas for all of us, and that is paper. So if you were to go in my office today, you would see that I'm a keeper of paper. Though I can keep a lot of things in my computer system, I like paper. I carry paper with me. And paper keeps coming to me, right? You go down to the mailbox and there's 6 things, again, letters, things you have to sort through, bills, etc. So we easily get overwhelmed with paper and documents, and we don't know quite how long to keep them or what to keep. So I've got a few pieces of advice to you. First, I would tell you that there's probably an app for that. So if you are looking for a place to document your important paperwork, there are some softwares that will help you do that. Paper Tiger comes to mind. You can create your own system. You can decide that you're going to organize your important documents by type of document, and you're going to create a filing system in your filing cabinet. I personally keep my red 3-ring binder. It's the only red binder in my whole office. It's in my home office. My kids know if they need something, if something happens to me, if I'm in a car accident on my way home today, that there's a lot of good information for them in my red 3-ring binder. I have a little section that has my funeral plan, and it's just in a little plastic sheet, and it has all the details and contact people for that. All I've done is put the whole plan in there, put some telephone numbers of contacts, and that's where they would go to find my funeral plan. There's a document that is a copy of my life insurance program and telephone numbers related to that. I have made copies of my bank account information with passwords. Each credit card I've made a copy of, my driver's license, all of those kinds of important documents, my attorney, my last will and testament, my power of attorney, copies of all of those things are in that folder. Now, I've given some of those things to my kids, and my attorney has some of those things, but this is one place where they can easily go and find that. A friend of mine who recommended this system to me called it the fire book. So if the house is on fire, I grab that red notebook and I run out of the house with it. It's not highly secure if someone breaks into my house, but they'd have to spend a little time going through the office to know that that red binder is the thing that is the important thing in my house. That's the system I recommend. Find yourself a system where you identify what the important papers are and file it some way, and make sure that your family's familiar with where those things are. There's nothing worse than something happening to you and your kids are not even sure where to start. They don't know where you bank. They don't have any of the passwords, and it's very difficult to follow behind someone if you don't have that kind of information. Another little tip about incoming mail, you go to the mailbox and there's 6 things. So my advice is you stand at the shredder and you go through the mail. If you are living your life online these days and paying bills automatically through the bank, you probably are not getting a lot of important things in the mail anyway. Anything that has your name and address, that is a solicitation or a new loan or new life insurance or whatever it is, shred that right away. You don't need those things. Keep a red, just a folder, like a manila folder. I like a red one because I can see it. If something comes in that's a bill, I'm likely not going to sit down and pay that bill right away. So I put it in the red folder. It's in my file in my office. I can see the red folder, but it's not in my face. It's not calling to me all the time. If I go out and I buy a gift card and a birthday card for my granddaughter, and it's not yet her birthday, and I want to make sure I can put my fingers on that when it's time to send it off, I put that in the red folder. So the red folder is my action folder. That's where I know I have put important stuff that I need to get to, a bill I need to pay later, or a birthday card, or something that I'm holding on to that is time sensitive. Put it in the red folder. I check that red folder once a week maybe. Or if I'm looking for it, I know that it's in the red folder. And the rest I can, make a decision about what to do with the rest of the paper. You can keep a reading basket or a reading pile, but make an agreement with yourself that when it gets to be 2 inches or 4 inches, that you're going to purge it. And if it gets to be 2018 and it's 2020 and you haven't read it yet, chances are you're not going to go back to it. So you can keep some reading things that come through, but really there's not a lot else that is important to you that comes in the mail every day. So I recommend that red folder system. So good luck with managing your paper. I know it's overwhelming. You've got to get on top of that. If not for you, for your loved ones and friends, and that will try and follow behind you and recreate a situation should something happen to you.